see everybody here. Thanks for coming out. Had a good 2 days here. Good Sunday, Monday combination. A lot of kicking game yesterday. Really devoted ourselves to good long meetings, good long practice time on the field for our kicking game. Felt good about the way we came out of that. Both kickers are kicking the ball well. The punters are doing a good job. Operation times getting better. So that was kind of the focus yesterday. Then today we came back and got into a situation where we wanted to try to work some red zone. So we went the fringe red zone, which is like 35 going to 20. And then we got deep in the tight red zone. So some good work today. And all in all, kids upbeat, really working well together. Got a good group of kids working hard out there. Battles all over the place. And feeling good about where we are before we ship off to Fort Drum today.
Take your questions if you're right here.
A couple guys not out there today, a couple not in pads, but out there moving around. Any injury updates you can provide?
Yeah, nothing major. We got a couple upper body, couple lower body. You know, I know you guys are all for Syracuse, and you guys are good about keeping it non-specific, so we don't give the enemy an advantage. But those kids are good. They'll be back when the time's right. Nothing major though. No surgeries, nothing like that. We feel good about it.
Even the guys that weren't at practice at all,
yes, sir.
And time on their own.
Yes, sir.
Questions?
Coach, going into the red zone, something that you wanted to see, and also talking about the 35 to the 20. How did the guys perform today as far as moving the ball?
Not bad. We had some big plays by the offense. We had a real nice play by Darrell Eskridge where it looked like it was going to be another touchdown. He came across and made a nice hit on Beckett, and the ball came out. All in all, not bad. Our efficiency's got to be great down there. We talk about no negative plays, always giving us a chance to come away with points, whether it's 6 or 7 points or a field goal with 3 points is crucial. So the good thing was I didn't see any negative plays. Going backwards, we put the kicker in a tougher spot. And then a lot of new looks for the defense to defend. So first day was probably what I thought it would be. Offense probably had the upper hand a little bit with some new looks out there, and that zone getting compressed for the defense. But all in all, I like the way we worked at it. There's some good lessons to be learned on film.
I'm thinking about Isaiah Johnson in particular here, but
yeah.
Any true freshmen that have kind of shown you enough that you're going to use them in some capacity this year?
Yeah, there's some guys that are knocking at the door, and Zeke's one of them. Isaiah Johnson's one of them. Grizzly Esteem's another kid I've been real impressed with. I really like our 2 freshman quarterbacks. I really like Mitch Kimball and Austin Wilson. Hopefully we develop them down the road, but I really like those 2 kids. And I would lose sleep if I had to get one ready, to be honest with you. I really like those kids. And then of course, there's a bunch of kids, try hard effort, that could possibly show up in the kicking game. Marquise Hodge had 2 really good days of practice, 2 days back, 2 and 3 days back. And, it went from, here's a young freshman that we didn't think was real strong in the weight room. And then on the field, he's just knocking people out. And I was impressed with him. So maybe he could get through that doorway and not just knock at it as a special teams guy. We'll see. And there's a handful of others, but those would be the ones that jumped out at me right here.
Sal?
Coach, could you please just talk about Fort Drum and your experience there and
Sure.
how you think it'll help you?
Yeah, I sure do. Our purpose of going to Fort Drum is multiple. First and foremost, it's a way to get away and just be alone. There's no cell service or very poor cell service. We're not going to have internet, Wi-Fi access. A lot of the luxuries that the kids have on a day-to-day basis will be taken away from them and the coaches. Fewer distractions. Population's going to be the military and us and the people that are attached to the military. So few distractions is key. As we get out there, the purpose in going out that way is to not only isolate ourselves so it's just us, but also to get around the world's greatest military and one of the greatest divisions in the military with the 10th Mountain Group. I mean, you get a chance to sit next to a guy that's defending our country, a guy that's dodging bullets, not his. A guy that's over there in the mountains for 9 months, fighting the good fight to give us an opportunity to have a blast and go get a Dairy Queen and not worry about stuff that's going on around the world. And it's a chance for us to silently look at those guys and really appreciate what they have to say. There's no way a kid can get up in the morning and feel selfish when we're at Fort Drum. that guy that he's sitting across from may be on an airplane heading to Afghanistan in a couple of days. So from a selfish point of view, our kids get an opportunity to really respect those who really put it on the line. Our objectives coming out of it will be to become a tighter knit group. We're going to have exercises behind the scenes where we're working on small group leadership. 10 guys in a group, and they're all responsible for one another. Getting meals on time, waking up on their own, making sure they have all the gear on when they get to practice, getting on the bus on time to be early. So focuses are simple when you listen to them, but they're extremely important for us to be successful as an offense, defense, and kicking game. So we look forward to getting out there and becoming a tighter knit group by looking at the guys who know how to do it the best, and that's our military.
Nate?
What we think we know on offense is that running back can be a strength. Excuse me. I'm wondering what you've seen out of the wide receiver group so far, and do you need a couple guys to become a vertical threat to be able to stretch the field?
Any team needs vertical threat to be effective. You know what I mean? Right now we got to make more plays down the field on offense with our wide receivers. They've been steady, but we got to take it to the next level to be a competitive team in every game this year. Otherwise people are going to load up in the box and just try to stop that run game. We made some big plays today out there. It was good to see Jared West made a couple in the red zone. I think Davina had a nice touchdown in the red zone as well. And some of those young kids on the other field were hooting and hollering, and I missed who made the play, so I'm looking forward to finding out who they were. But I think any team that wants to be a physical run team has to be able to get down the field and stretch it vertically. And you got to be creative if you don't have a Randy Moss on your team. So,
Michael?
Scott, going back to the defensive line, what does Robert Welsh bring to the table that maybe some of the other guys don't?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's something he brings that the other guys don't. I'd say Robert does a good job. He's a good, sound football player. He's learned how to play the game with great, execution and attention to detail. He's where he's supposed to be all the time. He doesn't get nosy when he's not supposed to get nosy. So he's one of those guys that just feel really comfortable because you know what you're getting out of him. Never going to be a Chandler Jones. Or didn't give those long limbs, and that twitch fiber, But he could be a solid football player for us, and the kind of guy that count on me type of guy. That's the way I feel about Robert.
David?
Going back to Fort Drum, I know you have some military in your family. Is sort of the week there? Is there something you can take away as a coach?
Yeah, for me it's really just respect. I have a compass from my uncle who died in Vietnam, and I just gave it to my son. He's going off to school. The appreciation factor of those men, for me, is just like we owe it to them to get off the bus and bust our ass. So if those guys get an hour to come out and watch us practice, I want them to be able to say, you know what? They're not dodging bullets, but God dog it, they freaking play their ass off. You know what I mean? And when we run out of the dome with that 10th Mountain Brigade flag, I want people to be proud up north of us. Look down and say they do appreciate who we are and what we are. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is personal for me. My cousin got killed in Iraq, Todd Reese, and it is personal. I mean, the appreciation I have for the military is I can't even tell you how much I appreciate those kids and those men that put it on the line. Not to beat a dead horse, but like I tell my team, make sure it's dead. And the appreciation we have for the military in this group is really inexplainable.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks.
You good?
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks
Yes.
for coming out.